drivers hate it. It's just it's a very interesting track. And
well, thanks for that, Tyler. Sorry, I'm going to have to interrupt you because the lights are coming on and Maciej Winnick is going to lead us away. The race has begun. We're going down towards turn 1. Maciej Winnick is in the lead so far. Look behind him though, this track is very easy to play for Matt, and Sven de Vries doesn't quite get it. Maciej Winnick leads us through turn 1. Are we all going to make it through turn 1 safely? No, indeed we are very much not. Pim van Aert gets spattered off and he's rolling and rolling and rolling. Pim van Aert, I'm afraid, has been over many times in all of that, and there were a couple of other drivers involved as well, but the majority of the field has got through safely. No, they haven't. There's another rollover, and that's Douwe Tapper, who's smashed into the barrier. There are bits flying everywhere. And I'm afraid that's been a very messy start to this race. Now, how did that happen? I'm not sure, but Maciej Winnick is still leading us around, and all hell broke loose behind him. What a terrible start that was. In fact, it was all started by Matt Richards there, driving into the back of Douwe Tapper. So a messy start, but we've had Douwe Tapper out of the race. Let's look to the front. Winnick is leading from de Vries and Rohr, with Lindberg and Pinches 4th and 5th. They're moving, they're going side by side further back. Look at Ali Ferry and Menno Plant. And also Lorenzo De Chutis and Schultz just ahead of them, having to defend hard. De Chutis up the inside. Actually, no, that's Plant up the inside of Ferry. The slight contact over 15. And Ferry gets muscle wide. She's not going to like that much. And at the end of the first lap, we're going to see some slipstreaming going up towards turn 1, I'm sure. We always do. Lindberg there defending from Pinches into the final corner. Pinches gets a good run. This is for 4th position. Also look to 2nd as De Vries defends from Rohr. But look at Pinches here to the inside of Lindberg up towards turn 1. Pinches gets the inside line and they very nearly come together. Lindberg gets run wide. They're still side by side heading through turn 2. This is a fantastic corner to go side by side through, and Pinches gets to place. A good move there from Adam Pinches to get up to 4th position. Lindberg now under attack from Sebastian Kosmala in 6th as they go through the S's. And after a very hectic first lap, the order is Winnick, De Vries, Rohr, Pinches, Lindberg, Kosmala, Walter, Schroten, Mayer and Bell. Those are the top 10. Mike Bell, they're up from, I think, 20th on the grid. He's made up 10 positions on the first lap in all of the carnage. What a dreadful start to the race that was for so many people. Incidentally, Pim van Aert didn't even need to pit after rolling over. Out in front, though, still the top 3, all separated by just a second here. This is fantastic. Up the front of the order, the lead trio still absolutely nose to tail. What a start to the race this has been, Tyler.
Indeed, indeed, and we have Sven de Vries leading at his home Grand Prix. If I'm not mistaken, he is.
Well, he's in American. 2nd place.
Sorry, yeah, 2nd place. He is of American nationality. But to speak of that first lap incident, it seems like a lot of folks started to get a little bit too racy, especially going into that S's section there. And it's so easy to sort of get backed up into that section and really lose a lot of momentum. A lot of drivers a little bit too aggressive there and run up into the back of people, and that can definitely cause issues later on.
Oh, look at this for 2nd. Sven de Vries defending. Stefan Rohr is going for it with the slipstream. Hopes to the outside. He would have had the DRS open there as well. It's lap 3, but Rohr not quite able to get through just yet. He was very close. And he's all over the back of Sven de Vries in this 3-way battle for the lead. He might well have been able to attack Sven de Vries if he hadn't made that fractional mistake. You have to be pinpoint accurate with these cars, and if you're not, you end up losing out. It costs you, and that just cost Stefan Rohr a chance to attack Sven de Vries towards turn 1 that time around. But he's still right with him, and he's still going to probably attack him later on in the lap, as Maciej Winnick extends his lead to over a second now. So Winnick getting away a bit as 2nd and 3rd fight behind him, also in a chain of 4th, 5th and 6th, Pinches, Lindberg and Kosmala. And that might well change as we go down the straight as well. So TG Racing cars having to defend for their positions 2nd and 4th at this stage in the race.
Indeed, there, Joshua. The PG Racing cars definitely taking the fight into consideration GPVWC drivers right now.
Jack Mayer, oh, 3 wide on the straight. Jack Mayer, they're losing out to both Clip and Stefano going towards the arena. Oh, there's contact, and Mayer gets tipped sideways, but he just saves it. That's a good save there, and through goes Mello Plont. So going 3 wide on the straight there was a bit risky, and it very nearly ended in tears. But luckily, it just about didn't, and I'm not entirely sure how, as they're still fighting behind as well. But yeah, sorry for interrupting there, Tyler.
No. The action on
track. We got another incident behind. Mark Fuller there has got involved with Matthias Moose. They got crunched together in the arena section there. It seems that Mark Fuller went a bit sideways there, and as he came in, Matthias Moose had nowhere to go, and also Pim van Aert ran into the back of both of them. He had nowhere to go, so a 3-car incident. But it seems they've all just about got away with it, and none of them are going to have to pit at the end of this lap. As Sven de Vries, meanwhile, is now again within a second of our race leaders, still in a 3-way fight for first place in this race. It's an exciting race so far.
And Sven is actually closed down within DRS range right now. So Sven de Vries will be having DRS off of Maciej Minik there, along with Stefan Roulon with having DRS on back of Sven de Vries. Joshua, it just seems to me like these drivers, though you have all this runoff and really all this here at Dakota.
This is it here, surely, for Roll. Sorry, Roll goes to the outside for second place. They're going side by side. Goodness me, that was very close. And
unfortunately got caught out in that turn 1 shenanigans that we had. And unfortunately, she and her teammate have dropped well back in the field.
Yeah, she was actually 11th in qualifying, so very close at 10. And she got herself up 8th before turn 1, before being involved completely innocently in the first corner accident. But now continuing in 22nd position, and after 3/4 of this race is over, the order again is Munich, then Ruhl, De Vries, Kosmala, Lindberg, Schroten, Klipp, Gerber, Pinches, Walter, Plont, Richards, Stefano, Downard, Mayer, Schultz, Magri, Moose, De Chutis, Fuller, Van Aert, Ferry and Bell, the 23 drivers out of the 26 that we started with. That's with just under 3/4 of this race remaining. And we've just seen a move actually, as side by side Mayer and Downard side by side for 14th position, and Downard gets that for now, but Mayer is attacking. These two are actually I believe they're best friends. Well, they're very good friends anyway. They actually run a racing team together called Mayer Downard Racing, or MVI you may know them as, which races in various other series. So a lot of respect between these two drivers, but at the minute they're racing hard. They're not friends on the circuit, even if they are best friends in reality. And Josh Downard's having to really hold off Jack Mayer here. Onto the straight they go. And Mayer is in the slipstream as we go up towards turn 1. He goes to the outside, slight wiggle from Downard. I was wondering whether he'd lose it. Mayer gets the better run out of the corner. They're going side by side through turn 2 and into the S's. And they're going to make contact, are they? Just how did they get away with that? Goodness me, there was a slight amount of wheel-to-wheel contact, but they just get away with it, with Josh Downard still in 14th position. I was wondering whether we may see a friendship soured today, but not quite. And Mayer again gets the slingshot out of the corner, and again attacks Downard. Getting closer and closer, but not quite there yet. What were you going to say there?
I was going to say another good battle that's starting to heat up right now is for 7th, 8th, and 9th. As Clip has dropped back from Roy Schroten, and he's right now roughly just 0.3 of a second ahead of Patrick Gerber, and then only another 0.7 it looks like to Adam Pinson. So very tight right there for P7, 8th, and 9th.
And Peter Schultz getting ready to capitalise if anything goes wrong between Downard and Mayer. Ooh, his Menno Plont runs a bit wide there. But yeah, definitely also keep an eye on 7th and 8th between Clip and Gerber, with Pinchers ready to pounce there. You don't know where to look in a race like this, but let's have a look now at Mayer and Downer to side by side on the straight. For 14th position, Mayer now gets back into the slipstream and goes to the outside. He's going to have to do an out-braking manoeuvre here. Contact, very close. Goodness me. And Downard's still there as Mayer's forced over the AstroTurf. Peter Schultz attacking. Schultz having a look, but no room in the S's. This is fantastic. Now Clip and Gerber are on the straight. And Gerber's going for 7th. He takes a look to the inside line. He's going to outbrake Matthew Clip, and he gets through. So Patrick Gerber up into 7th. Adam Pinchers is just behind them. What a great race we're looking at now in 2 different parts of the circuit. Oh goodness, Adam Pinchers very nearly tags the back of Clip's car. He may have actually touched it there through the S's, or no, through the arena section. It was certainly close. And now Downer gets past Mayer up the well no, Mayer attacked Downard again, very nearly got past him. And he might lose out to Schultz on the exit, not quite. And Mayer dives! Does he make the corner? He does, but Downard's coming back at him. And Mayer gets the inside, a great move from Jack Mayer on Josh Downard. Jack Mayer gets through, 14th place for Mayer, 15th for Downard. Schultz is just behind them. And somehow the two didn't come together. That would have been a nasty one. An awkward conversation afterwards, and Downard spins. Downard spins. After all of that, Downard has spun the 12th car. And 13th is also a battle. That's Stefano and Klontz crossing the line there. Ahead of Schultz in 14th. And then it's going to be Jack Mayer who exits the corner to claim the final point here. Jack Mayer 15th. 16th is Matthias Muss. There he goes. And Josh Downard, who spun around towards the end, is going to be 17th.